Good day, YouTubers, or really just YouTuber. I think my daughter's the only one who subscribes. But anyway, so I just finished my second vlog. I think it's better than the first one. I'm still figuring out editing and all that. Um, but in this video, I wanted to talk about motorcycle therapy or throttle therapy. Um, is riding a motorcycle therapeutic? Um, does it help with anxiety and stress? So I'm going to be talking a little bit about, my take, not a psychologist, just a guy. My take on fear and anxiety and how we can use the motorcycle, this sexy beast right here, as a tool to combat or to treat anxiety and depression. When I say anxiety, I'm really just saying generalized anxiety disorder type anxiety, that existential angst that we all experience, as human beings. So I'm gonna give you my take on that. All right, so I'm gonna suit up and hop on this bad lady here, and I'll see you out there.
The definition of fear that I like, I don't know where I found it from. Google it. It'll give proper attribution. But it's fear is the projection of something negative into the unknown. Now, I want to preface that with the types of fear. Okay, now, first of all, you have logical fear, or rational fears, like, spider's crawling up my arm. You freak out, right? That's normal. That's normal fear. Anything that has that measurable or noticeable external source of the fear, that's rational fear, normal fear. The other kind of fear is that irrational kind of fear. It's like you can have a panic attack and there are no spiders crawling up you. There's nothing from the outside threatening you at the moment. So what could it be then? Well, it's obviously fear. It's crippling, it's debilitating fear. But in my case, confessional here, so I've got this general anxiety disorder, and there is no specific measurable, external force that is causing it. It's just irrational. You've got this fight or flight mechanism, well, we all do, that's built into us. And when this anxiety or fear presents itself, it's like, I don't know what to fight. I don't know what to flee from. So this general anxiety disorder, it's composed primarily of just your regular human existential angst. They're things that you just can't put your finger on, right? It's just like, oh my God, why am I here? Where am I going? What in the fuck is going on? What is this consciousness thing? So you're faced with trying to deal with this different kind of fear. A fear from which it's hard to see you coming out of, right? Because you can't, there's no list of things to do to get out of this fear. So check out this road as it's so screwy. There's so many roads here that are like twisty and weird and wavy. It's like crazy. All right. What am I doing? So this existential angst, that's what I'm referring to mostly when I'm talking about throttle therapy, or is it therapeutic really to ride a motorcycle? I mean, how can you do that on a motorcycle, right? It's like the least relaxing place to be. And that is true. And let me explain how it helps. So when you're on a motorcycle, I mean, you're already kind of tense because it's scary, you know. Or if it's not scary, I mean, you should be a little scared, right? You know, because anything can happen, and you've got all of these things to figure out, to deal with. I mean, like right now I'm not, because I'm on this lazy little road, but like when you're in highway traffic, it's like checking your mirrors, making sure that when I change lanes, I'm signaling, I'm looking right, you know, looking up ahead. It's like, oh my God, is this guy gonna turn in front of me? It's like, oh my God, I'm going up a hill and I have to stop. I hope I don't stall. You know, there's a lot of things going through your head when you're doing this. Sorry, had an itch, so I had to open the visor. So yeah, and you know, think about it. When you are really, really focused on a highly technical task, are you thinking about existential angst? Are you thinking about, you know, the spiders that are crawling up your pant leg? No, you're not, because you're so focused on what you're doing that there's no room for fear. I mean, you just get on with your business. So that's why I think motorcycle riding is good in combating anxiety, right? You know, I mean, you can almost think of it as a meditation. So, you know, you don't have to be, you know, all oiled up in some Zen parlor, you know, in a fancy robe on a table. Oh, you know, calm, slow yourself, focus on your heart and your breathing. I find that's a meditation, right? But there are other forms of meditation. I know, like in one form, you know, you have a mantra that you just repeat over and over again, and it kind of gets you in the zone. It's the same thing on a motorcycle. I mean, I'm not Namu Ami Tofu, Namu Ami Tofu. You know, I'm not that, but I'm like focused on, let's just say the engine of the motorcycle. And so I just focus on that low guttural roll, and that is therapeutic. So what else was I going to say? I don't know. So I recommend to people, learn a new skill, like riding a motorcycle. Practice and develop those skills, you know, till you're comfortable. Learn your bike, get to know your bike, get to trust your bike, understand the limits of your bike, understand the limits of your own skills. You know, and I'll say one thing, you know, on this bike, my Lowrider S, it's like, it's so much better at being a motorcycle than I am at being a motorcycle rider. You know what I mean? And I think when you have that kind of trust in your bike, you know, that amount of respect for it, you don't have, that's one less thing you have to worry about when you're riding. So if you're kind of in your, you know, seeking a meditation or seeking a stress relief or a way to fight anxiety, you know, get on the bike that you know and that you trust. So that's basically my anxiety and throttle therapy. Is that, yeah, it's real and it's beneficial and it's awesome. Because when you're out on your bike, you just need some good therapy. You know, it's like you can see everything. You know, there are no blind spots when you're on your motorcycle like there are in your car. You got the A pillar and the B pillar, you know, and this roof. You know, out here it's like you are really out in it. And you can pick up smells on a bike that you don't when you're in a car. You know, I mean, you could feel the difference in humidity when you're going over a bridge. You know, you could feel hot in the sun, and then you go past some trees and you're in the shade, and then you're immediately cold. I mean, it really does. It's just helps you focus on these universal aspects of just being a human being. And that ties right into the existential angst that most of us encounter, you know. But I just find it soothing and exhilarating at the same time. Look at this. Beautiful. So nice. It is a little windy today. I went out riding yesterday. Well, in fact, I did this very video yesterday. And it was really windy. It was, I think it's at 17 to 18 miles an hour. I was kind of getting blown everywhere. And then I get home and I download my video, and then the recording from the RS1 camera wouldn't play. And I tried it everywhere, and it just wouldn't. Corrupted file, or error downloading, or error playing. So I'm out today doing it again. But I don't mind at all. Oh, and one thing I've noticed just the last couple of weeks since I've been recording my rides, it's really hard to talk and ride at the same time without sounding like an idiot. I mean, normally when I speak, you know, I'm pretty fluid. I can maintain, you know, a thought and express it verbally, reasonably articulately, but man, when you're on a bike, you know, it's like, and you're vlogging and I'm doing all this stuff, it's like I lose my train of thought a lot, you know. So I got to work on that and practice on that, because I listen to some YouTube vloggers that, damn, they're just really good. They're, you know, when it's like the first 2 or 3 vlogs that I did, I mean, I never posted them. Thank me for that in the comments. Because it was like, I was, what was I saying? And I was like, it's ridiculous. So, oh wait, I got to turn here. Oh man, I do not want the summer to end. This is a good route because it's only like an hour, I think. Well, we'll see. It might be more than an hour because you're going slow. But it's a good one, you know, like wake up in the morning, have your coffee, you know, and go out and do your 1 hour ride. You know, I figure I'm just going to do that instead of going to the gym, you know, or doing yoga and all that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'll just go on my little ride. Smells good. Oh man. Damn. Just so refreshing. You know, it's good to see yourself as just another creation of nature. And everything in nature is designed to be compatible in some aspects. To that point I was making earlier about knowing the capabilities of your bike and kind of synchronizing that with your own personal capabilities as a rider. Let's see, I lost my train of thought now. Why was I bringing that up? Why was I talking about that? I hope I get better. I hope I get better as a vlogger. Well, I should if I just keep practicing, right? I will say that when I get back from a ride, my stress levels just plummet. And I think all of those people who ride know that feeling. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I mean, that's like every time I get on my bike, I get hungry. Why is that?
Whoa. What the? Oh. I bet the battery's dead or the memory card's full. For some reason, the camera just stopped and teleported me here. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll have more videos later. Bye.